Hello everyone, welcome back. Today let's solve the 33rd SQL question from Leetcode 50 SQL entry questions. So they have given a table called logs. What we have to do is we have to find out at least three consecutive numbers which are repeated at least three consecutively. What exactly mean by that is let's drill down. So the given column called ID and the number. So we have to find out all the numbers that appear at least three times consecutively. What exactly mean by that? If you see here, one has occurred consecutively three times. That's the reason the output is one. Two has appeared three times, but it is not consecutively appeared. In between, there is one. It has appeared, but the condition is we have to have a three times consecutively appearing number. So how do I solve this problem? I use I can use one of the simplest which is advanced concept of SQL, which is least being used. People are not aware of those functionalities, which are part of something like a window function. They are advanced part of SQL, but if you start using, they are very easy to understand. So what I have to do is basically I have to, for wherever I am right now, right now I'm in this row. I have to find out what is my next row value at which is at next row. So which is this? So if I bring this, if I visualize something like this, if I bring this and number two example, let's say, if I bring the number which is this number here at this location, and on this row, the first row, I'll bring the number which is at second row here, and here number two. Okay, what I'll do is I'll bring this number two here, right? Now on the first row, I'm just going to at first row, I'm going to the first second row and then putting in a new column called number two. And next time again, I'm going to the third row, which is third row of number. I'm putting as a new column here. Now at this location, at this time again, if I now I come to second row. Now at second row, what will the value here? It will be this row, next row, which is one. And from second row, this is the first row after second row, and this is the second row. So two will be here. So if I have a values like this, bring the rows into columns, then what I can do is I can just compare if this is equal to this and if this is equal to this, two conditions. If number is equal to number two, or number two is equal to number three, you can also write like this, and number is equal to, basically all three numbers are equal. If all three numbers are equal, then I can print this number as a consecutive number. So that's all. We just have to do. So let's write it. How do I do this? So basically I have to look for the next number, right? I have a function called lead. So what exactly lead does is, if you see here, there is a function called lead. Lead is a window function. Um, Provide access to the row. Um, Basically the next row, if you want to, from current row you can access the next row using lead function. For example, using lead function from current row, you can access the next row. So how do I access? I can have something like a offset value. So there are offset values. So what values you want to return, the at what row you want to go, this is the column name, and what row you want to go. If you read this, you'll understand, and so on and so forth. If you see here, from from current row to the next row, the second row following the current row, and third row following the current row, and so on. So this is how you can use a function. Lead function always will be tied up with another function called or clause, which is here. So or clause is also within that or clause. You use something like a partition by, order by. We'll read about or clause along with lead is used along with or clause. Along with or, there are lots of other functions like a rank, dense rank, max average also you can use. So along with or clause, we'll read about or clause in another problem, which is here, which is in the department top three salaries. We'll read about or clause here. But as of now, what I'll do is I'll simply use or clause here along with the lead function to get the next row. So what I'll do is select number which is current number, and lead, I'll say lead of number which is I want to have one next offset from current row to the next row, or um, just want to again there are many things here within this. You can use order by, partition by, there are lots of things. I'll just look at or means what I'll walk you through in detail in that section in the problem which we're going to solve, top to the department salaries. But I'll keep it as it, which applies to all the columns here, or so this is one of the simplest function. I'll just say num1. This is num1 comma. I'll copy the same thing. I'll put it. I'll look for the second number from the current row, which is number 2, from logs. That's all. So this will give me number and other two numbers. The next select. Okay. Let's see. All right. We're good. So if you see here at this row, first row, it took the value of here and then put it here, and here it came here. Now and at this row, if cursor goes to this level, the second value from here is coming here, and this is coming here. So and so on and so forth. If you are here, the next consecutive value is coming as here, and this is coming as here, and so on and so forth. When there is no value, so obviously it will put as a null values. So you can use lead. There is also a function called lag. So if you want to go the previous values, if you want to get at this row you want to know the previous value, which is that you want to put it in another column as a previous value, which is null here, obviously null here, because there is no previous value. So you will get for the first time here, you get a null. At this row, if you go previous value will be 1, which comes, this value comes here. Uh, at this point, if you see here, what is the previous value? At this location, you will get 1. The previous value of 1 is you can put as 1 here. And again, if you go a lag of 2, the 2 will come here. So you can use lead and lag. Experiment with lag as well. You have to use OR along with this. So this gave me one part of this solved the half of the problem. So where I have all three numbers in one row. I just have to compare this is equal to this and this is equal to this, so that if all three numbers are equal, then it is a consecutive number. So what I have to do is I just have to save this, right? With I can import this, use as a another function within form class, but what I'll do is I'll use something like a common table expression, which we discussed already. So basically, common table expression is nothing but it's like a temporary storage. I'll I'll put as a something. I'll copy the same name. Okay, consecutive number city. Okay, city. So what exactly this is? This is nothing but a temporary storage where I'm trying to store the output of this in one table, temporary table, which is a common table expression. So this becomes easier to read. I can also use within from. I can also use join many things. But imagine this one part of the output is saved in this variable, in this table called common table expression called consecutive number nums CTE. So what I have to do is I just have to from here I just have to select. Basically this output is saved as this, as a table. Select. What they're asking is number, right? They're asking us to select number as this consecutive number, right? From this city. Now from this city we have to select where number equal to number 1 and number equal to number 2. So here I'm just taking two columns. this is equal to this, and this is equal to this, which is obviously equal to all three. That's all. So this will give me the output. This is saved as another table, which is common table expression, and that's all. This gave the output as expected. Read about lead means what further. You can read about here. If you see here, they're trying to find the next hire date, next hire date. Order by here. If you see or within that, they are using something like order by on the same date. So it will order the ascending order. You can also use something like a partition by. So there are many things you can do within over clause, which is this. If you can read about over clause also here in detail if you want. But anyway, I'll walk you through over clause in a hard problem of this 50 SQL entry questions. Understand this, you can think of like a you can use for each department, for each group of categories of you can calculate some of the values. It's like a group by, but group by aggregates the data and then gives you another table, something like that. Here you can combine the output of the aggregation within the same table as a new column. So this is the beauty of using this over clause or something like a window function. So that's all, guys. Let's submit. It's a self-explanatory. If you understand this lead means the next value. Okay, something wrong. Okay, I have to duplicate. Okay, distinct. I have to put the distinct values. Distinct. Hopefully it should work now. Okay, it got accepted. That's all, guys. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.